Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bears.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
He will return this from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
A run for the first time of Bijan Robinson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You look at this Bears defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. That is caught.
Oh, some strong running.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Ritter back to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Falcons.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Ritter.
And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, sometimes knock it away.
So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
They'll find Schwartz complete right side.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Anthony Schwartz
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 13. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down here at the 23. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down, Merrill.
Across midfield.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 23-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now, his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Now Fields.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Back to throw. Fields.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Moore, the man in motion.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Fields now to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Fields throwing again.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 4th and goal.
They snap it to Fields.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
Quick slant here to Smith.
They find some open field here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ritter to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
Cooley knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you'll love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football. And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
The Bears at 11-4 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 3rd down, Herbert. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
On 3rd down, Merritt. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 4.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Ritter.
That is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around, locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Ritter now.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Bears. That Brenemius St. Brown in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Santos' kick is up and through.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ritter now on second down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Flushed out right.
And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Moore, the man in motion.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Santos on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Ritter will set up to throw it. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
One play action, Fields.
They'll roll him out right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And the Bears use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 47-yard line.
White. Ready?
They'll look to throw again.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
To the air again, it's Ritter.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Now it's Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here we go on fourth down. Fields work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on fourth and long to give him a new set of downs. Moore, the motion man. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important, too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away, offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield, and you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Ritter from the gun.
Eluding the pressure right.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Here's Ritter.
And that is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Moore, the man in motion. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left.
Ready.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Ritter looks to throw it.
Forced out to his left.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Now Ritter.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Ritter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Black ultra. Steel, black shot. Green. Ready?
Throwing now is Ritter.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Here's Ritter. That's caught by Pitts.
And some room to maneuver.
And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock as he's all the way up to midfield.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted. And that should... Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took on the best defense in the NFL.